Welcome up, Pastor Wells.
It's been my privilege to serve as the chaplain for the police and fire department for the city of Lewisville for the last 42 years. Chief McFadden is the one who invited me to do this many, many years ago, and I'm glad to see him here today and to honor this situation that men and women who have served here and who will be serving in the new complex. Let's pray together, please. We thank you, dear God, for this opportunity to serve in our community. Lord, what this place has meant and what it will mean for those men and women who will serve from this complex. And Lord, to bless our city management, those who serve alongside of us, those who protect us. God, today we ask for your best blessings on our community. We pray in Jesus' name, amen.
All right, if you all want to be seated, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes here today. Assuming my phone will give me my speech. So I want to welcome everybody and thank you for being here. I've been told that before you leave, there are plenty of boxes and material. If you could just pick one up, because we need to move these guys out of this building over the weekend, and they need all the help they can get. I would like to honor and thank a bunch of folks who are here today who, without their support, without their hard work, and I'm not going to get to all of them. Claire's going to get to a bunch as well, but I would like to welcome a few folks here. I've got Justice of the Peace, Judge Curbo. You over here, Judge?
Which one?
All, yeah, past and present. Past and present. I've got Commissioner Falconer. So, welcome, Commissioner Falconer. I've got Commissioner Bobby Mitchell. And of course, I've got Denton County Judge Eads. And Judge Eads, if you wouldn't mind joining me up here, I know you've got like a few words you'd like to add to the table today. We also are represented here by Mindy Bumgardner, who was the wife to Representative Ben Bumgardner. We also have Representative Kronda Temish. Kronda, if you wouldn't mind coming up here with me, please. And we also have State Senator Drew Springer here to represent the state as well. On the federal side of things, we do have Mr. Jeff Coulter, who's representing Representative Michael Burgess. I also have former mayors Bill Weaver and Rudy Durham here today. Gentlemen, without you, I couldn't be here. Thank you so much. And we have our former council members, Mike Knowles, Lathan Watts, and Brent Daniels. Well, thank you guys for all you've done and what you've been able to do in the city. I also want to thank my city council. Yeah, I know they're around here, especially Ronnie. I can hear her. Without this team, this wouldn't be possible. These folks are amazing. I am blessed to be a mayor with a city council like this. So thank you for that. I would like to offer up a little bit of time here for Representative Temish and then Senator Springer and then Judge Eads. Please.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. As a Lewisville resident, I am so proud to be a part of this and to honor Chief Tittle. And so thank you for coming out on this occasion as we all celebrate the future for Lewisville. So thank you.
State Senator Drew Springer, it's an honor to be here today as a fellow first responder from Munster, Texas. And since we've just done redistricting and sworn in on the 10th, this is my first official event that I've been able to do in the Senate in the new district, and I can't think of a better place to be. I thank those heroes that serve our communities every day, and this is very deserving that they have it. So God bless each and every one of you.
Well, good morning. It's a great day to be in Lewisville. I got to let y'all in on a little secret. I represent over 40 cities across the county, and I'm a little partial to Lewisville because it's my hometown. You only get one hometown. And I was blessed to grow up on Pine Drive, 6 doors down from the Tittle family. And so this is a great honor to get to be here today. The Eads and the Tittles go way back, and my daddy was a fireman for 32 years, and he was always so proud of Tim's career. And some of his favorite memories after he retired was to come and spend the day with Tim and ride out with Mike Allaga, my dad's cousin, who worked here for many decades. And so it's just a great honor to get to be here. I do want to extend some comments and some greetings on behalf of Commissioner Mitchell and Commissioner Falconer. They were both mayors. As we know, Bobby was the mayor of Lewisville and Kevin with Carrollton, and they understand the importance of fire and police and the infrastructure. And I just want to commend the residents of Lewisville for passing the bond election that made this happen. So let's give the residents a big hand for supporting, and let's give a big hand to the staff and the council for making this all happen, for their vision. So you got to have the vision, and you got to have the public with you to support the financing of this. I'm glad that all came together in Lewisville, so it's another great day. So I wish everybody the very best today. Thank you.
I do want to just take maybe about 20 seconds to also recognize one of our friends who has left us, Mr. Jay Powell, who was highly involved in this facility, and unfortunately we just lost him recently. But if you would keep his family in your thoughts and prayers, we're just going to take a moment. I've been told by staff that we do have a bagpiper on call and ready to pipe me off. So if I go long, I have that threat hanging over my head. I live 2 blocks away from here, just right down here. In fact, I'm in one of the first developments on this side of the freeway, Valley 1, and there's a 1972 picture that shows my neighborhood, the LHS baseball field, which is where the library is over here, and nothing else. Nothing except maybe the bridge on Main Street at 35. I can't really see it clearly in that photo. High school bonfires were held right across Valley Parkway, where the old Albertsons in this strip center over here. No county buildings, which, thank you, Commissioner Mitchell. We love our county resources here, and the rest of the county, for that matter. There's no strip centers, no municipal facilities, just land. 1974 comes along. That's 2 years after I was born, by the way. Central Fire Station opened. This building. It's the same year that Chief Tittle decided, as a high school student just across the street, to be a fireman. We were about the size of Highland Village at the time. And the fire department, they had it good here for about a decade. Nice, peaceful existence here. And then they got to share the space with their brothers in blue. And Lewisville opened our dedicated police station. The police were previously located in a leased commercial building on Church Street in Old Town. Now, many of you probably remember that. I got here as fast as I could, but I was not there. And of course, the McFadden family and their contributions to the city as well. Chief McFadden, I don't have as many good stories about Chief McFadden because he left before I came on scene, but we greatly appreciate him and his family and all their support. And here's the thing about Lewisville there in that 1980s time frame is we began to live up to our high school's mascot. For those of you who don't know, we're the farmers, and what do farmers do? They grow stuff. Lewisville grew. And our sleepy burb is now the 28th largest city in Texas, comprising 132,620, 621, 622. Yeah, we're growing fast, folks. But that 132,000 people are over 43 square miles. Our fire department covers that territory with 8 stations and 180 employees. and a recently earned ISO Class 1 rating due to their professionalism and the support of residents and City Council. Very proud of them. Our police department is made up of 279 employees. 185 of them are sworn officers who have been named a recognized law enforcement agency since 2010. This prestigious award from the Texas Police Chiefs Association reviews over 170 best practices that must be met, and they change from year to year. Only about 180 agencies in the state meet this standard, and I was talking with State Senator Springer. He gave me an interesting tidbit. We have more police agencies in Texas than the entire state of California. So that 180 is a very rarefied group. Needless to say, Lewisville residents are proud of our first responders and incredibly supportive. They have trusted our municipal staff and support the smart and responsible growth that mayors and councils have stewarded for many years. The library, our jail, and now this building have all been approved by votes of Lewisville residents, either through bonds or through dedication of 4B sales tax funds. We have promised our residents and our first responders that we will provide high-quality resources for the community that we can all be proud of and that represent the best of what a community stands for, being there when people need us the most. This facility will continue to support and reinforce the incredible working relationship between our police and fire departments. Did you hear that, guys? We're going to keep that going, right? They are amazing the way they work together. It's going to provide a hardened emergency operations center with redundant power and technology, so the event of a significant emergency, our responders have a place where they know we can maintain our ability to respond and communicate in the worst of times. Shared training spaces, quiet spaces for our dispatchers, police, and fire to decompress, fitness facilities, safer vehicle parking and storage, and more are all designed to support those that support us. I am so proud to have the opportunity to be mayor at this time. But it's not about me and it's not about council. It's about the residents and it's about the team of employees and our first responders that this building is dedicated to. I thank you all for the investment, for the time, and I'm not kidding, pick up a box or two on your way out. We got to move these guys. Thank you. Now we have Claire Powell, our city manager.
Hey, y'all. I'm glad everyone could join us today. It's an amazing feat. I want to tell you guys that we have BRS architects, we have peak performance value, we have Burn Construction, and we have all of our city staff. This bond election went out less than a year to get to building permits. This is an incredible feat, and that really required a tenacious group of individuals who are all firing on all cylinders to work together to push this as fast as we can, because inflation is real, y'all. And so I did want to say that this is a wonderful day, and I wanted to start by thanking our City Council for its steady support of public safety, and really for all of our departments. It means a lot to our employees to know that you stand by our side. I also want to thank our employees across the organization for the work they do every day to make life a little bit better for our employees, or for our residents. And many of our employees are here to celebrate this. From all departments are here to celebrate this. I also want to point out a few folks in the audience. Former City Manager Donna Barron is here this morning. And this project is a direct result of her leadership, and I'm glad she's able to witness this today. And then also, I'm going to call him former Deputy City Manager Eric Ferris. He just retired, but he has, so we can all give him a. So when I first became city manager, Eric told me that, I'm a short timer here, and I said, are you going to get us to where this building is built at least? And he said, I'm going to get you a long way along. He's like, I'm going to make sure you're left in good hands, and we've made a lot of progress, and he did just that. So we're here today, and this is actually Eric's last day on the job. So go say hi to Eric on his way out. I'd also like to recognize a few other people in the audience. We've got two former police chiefs are here, Steve McFadden, obviously, and Russ Curbo. We have 3 former fire chiefs, I.R. Bradbury, Jimmy Leach, and Rick Glaske are here as well, if you want to raise your hands. Finally, I know that there's some former firefighters present who were here to open Central Fire Station when it first opened in 1974. If you would please raise your hand and wave so we can all express our appreciation for you. They're way back there hanging out. As Mayor Gilmore said, this project is a result of tremendous community support for our public safety department. It is important to remember that this facility was approved by and is being built for our residents in Lewisville. Lewisville voters overwhelmingly approved this project in November 2021 in a bond election, and I'd like to thank the members of the Political Action Committee who helped with the passage of the bond. If you are here, please wave when I call your name. We have Russ Curbo. We have Becky Curbo, right next door. Alvin Turner Jr., I don't know if he's here. Sharon Boyd. Terry Sullivan. Kelly Blackhall. And Karen Locke. I'm sure Karen's here somewhere. So I had a bunch of stuff about what we're going to build in this building, but TJ really set it up better than I could ever say it, so I'm just going to get to the meat of it. One of the best things about working in city government is knowing that the work we do today will continue to impact people in a positive way years after we're gone. I know that the city retirees that are here know that feeling. This facility helps ensure that Lewisville residents can feel safe in their new homes, their businesses, and on the road. The men and women who will work in this building worry about your safety so that you don't have to. I want to again thank the mayor and city council for the support they have given our team. I want to say again how much I admire and appreciate our amazing police and fire departments, and I especially want to thank the residents of Lewisville for their trust and support. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to our 2 chiefs, Chief Deaver and Chief McNeil, and they will do some introductions. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Shannon McFadden to come up from the McFadden family. This facility is going to be named after 2 great men. Chief McFadden began serving here November 1977 and retired on February 2007. He served 29 years as police chief. I can't wrap my head around that. And 34 years overall as police chief. Chief, next month I'll celebrate my 34 years in law enforcement, and once again I cannot imagine that I could do that for 34 years as a chief. He saw the city grow from 22,000 to 90,000. He saw the police department grow from 33 employees to 194. So he was at a time when the city was really moving and growing, like the mayor mentioned. Shannon, will you introduce the family and say a few words?
Yes. Hi, I'm Shannon McFadden. I'm Chief McFadden's granddaughter. Obviously, Steve McFadden is right there in the suit. His daughter, Beverly McFadden, is next to him, and then the grandchildren, Anna and Caden. My uncle is a police officer and got called in, so he's not here. Kind of the life of being a police officer. And my mom and my grandmother were not able to be here today. But I wanted to say just a few short things. Also, I locked myself out. Okay, there we go. So Steve McFadden has come a long way from where he started. He was born in a small town in East Texas. It's always been my favorite thing to say that he was born in Frog Hop, Texas, which is a tiny town just 3 miles south of Glory. So it's kind of amazing he made it this far. The last couple of months, I've heard him say since he found out that the building was being named after him, how did I get here? How did this happen? Why me? And I'm gonna do this without crying. I think the answer is simple. He followed his heart. He trusted his gut, he stayed true to himself, and he continued to follow his faith. If you know him at all, you know his family is his world. My grandpa and I are pretty close. I proudly call myself a grandpa girl, which meant I was at the police department a lot growing up. They're nodding their heads yes. I loved it there. I was even called Little Chief at one point, and I don't know where that came from, but it's kind of cool because now they call him Big Chief since he retired. I was able to watch his example as a leader daily. I learned that his family means everything, but family's not just blood. In our family, it's also blue. I'm proud to be part of the Lewisville Police Department family, and speaking of family, I know the police department and the fire department sometimes give each other a hard time, but what family doesn't? So I think it's so amazing that this building is uniting two departments to truly serve one community together. This building dedication means so much to my grandpa, and it means so much to our family. I am so thankful the city chose to honor two wonderful men, because Chief Tittle meant a lot to me too. So I just want to say thank you so much that y'all were able to do this.
I'll have Matt Tittle come up and join me. So Mayor Gilmore said it best. I feel lucky that we stand here at this time. I'm not deserving of that. It's not about me. It's about our crews. But what a neat experience. There's so many people that have built and done things for this department and this city that have got us to this point, and this is exciting. It's bittersweet in a way. I cut my teeth at this station and spent a lot of time here, and a lot of the guys in the back that kind of raised me in the fire service, and so it's memories. But today is a special day. It's a Memorial Day. 3 years ago today, we lost Chief Tittle. This city lost a chief, our department lost a chief and a leader. We had family that lost their family members. I lost a friend. By no means, none of us are perfect. He was not a perfect chief, he was not a perfect man, but he was a good man, and he was a good chief. And he had this city and the citizens at his heart all the time, tried to do the best for them. And it was an honor to work for him, work with him, and to follow in his footsteps. And so to say a few words for him, his oldest son, he has two sons, Matt and Adam, that grew up around this station. And so his oldest son, Matt, is going to say a few words for us.
Good morning. Can't believe it's been 3 years since I stood behind this thing, but today truly is an awesome day, a beautiful day, and I appreciate everybody that made it out today to be a part of this. I'm not his dad. Don't let the hairline fool you. It was a gift. This is Adam, my brother, and Chief's other son, and we stand here today to speak of the great man he was, and the beautiful opportunity that's been provided, that the city has provided, of what will be named after him, and a legacy for generations to come. My story is a little different than his, so I'm going to piece it together here and share with you what it meant to me. I was 2 years old when my dad was hired into this department. I can't even remember not knowing this place. I tried to think about my first memory and realized my entire childhood and much of my adulthood has included the Lewisville Fire Department. From climbing and crawling in and out of the fire trucks to wandering over the wide open fields that used to be here behind us, where police headquarters and the new library now exist, to play with friends. If I was lucky, some of the firemen might even come out here and throw the ball around with me, chase me around. Every once in a while, we would head over here to the rec center to play basketball. And my deepest apologies to the firemen of the past that are probably standing back there today. Yes, I did dive into the A, B, C, D shift pantries in that kitchen and eat a bunch of your food. So when you were wondering where it went, it was probably me. On a few occasions, I even slept in that bay in there on the floor and would be woken up in the night to the sound of you guys taking off on a call and trying not to step on me, scurrying out late at night. Many of us here today hold fond memories of this building and all the lives it has saved and cared for, and I'm more than honored that it has been chosen to be remembered as the Tittle McFadden building. For those of you that don't know me, I am Matt Tittle, Chief Tittle's oldest son, and on behalf of the entire Tittle family, thank you. All 100 plus of the Tittle family is seated out here today, believe it or not. And I would like to honor them and call them out by name, but we got to get to lunch. So, but we have a great turnout here today, and it's really awesome that they are all able to be here, and I appreciate it. It comes as no surprise that the building plans are state-of-the-art, one of a kind, and represent the strong and selfless work ethic of all that serve here. Words cannot express how humbled we are to know that this building will proudly allow his work and service here for 43 plus years to become a legacy for generations to come. I know he would be so excited about the growth and progress of this department, the constant pursuit of greatness and being better tomorrow than we are today. He so enjoyed pouring into others and helping make great leaders out of others. Without a doubt, this department continues to cultivate strong, devoted responders. I'm sure if he were here today, he would have a lot of opinions about how things should or should not be handled during the design and construction of this project, but it looks pretty awesome. He was so proud of the new construction of Station 7, the relocation and rebuild of Station 3, and of course the redesigned engines. I must say the new gray and red combo is pretty sharp. He spoke about the vision of this project and wanted to be able to contribute prior to retiring. He would be so proud to see just how grandiose and amazing the plans have evolved in only a 3-year time span. Thank you personally to the City of Lewisville and its current leadership for making this day possible. It's awesome. In closing, I want to remind you of a quote that he said often: when making decisions about the future, just remember, in the words of my dad, Chief Tim Tittle, if it's predictable, it's preventable. Thank you so much.
Thank you to both families. We greatly appreciate it, and we're honored to have your family names on our building. With that, we're going to move into the shovel ceremony. So if I could ask my city council as well as the city manager's office representatives, grab a hat and a shovel, guys. We got to get this going.
That's pretty good.
What are we doing, Matt? All right, on 3. 1. All right, let's put the shovel in first so Matt can get a picture of us just with shovels. That's straight center. He's the tallest guy in the room. Ready, look at the camera. All right, on 3, we're going to toss some sand. Let's try and not hit the front row. On 3. 1, 2, 3. So for those of you in the audience, feel free to mix, mingle, whatever you need to do. Come on up here and do some shovels. We've got a couple of photos we want to take with the other elected officials that we have here today, as well as Burn Construction and some of the teams. So I'm going to let staff continue to marshal photos here, but we're going to be doing this for a little bit. So got to document, guys. Got to document. It's going to be great. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. We are so proud to be here today. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.